Hello, everyone. This is Amy Martin, the president of the Galva Arts Council. I'm excited to bring to you today, we have Sherry Wood, who is one of the Galva librarians, and she is going to be reading to us Pete the Cat and the Supercool Science Fair. We did a video earlier this morning, and we'll play that for you in just a second. All right, before we do that, just a reminder of what we have left. So we have two more stories left for our read along series. So tomorrow will be Chicka Chicka Boom Boom, and that will be read by Stephanie Taylor, one of our Arts Council members. And then on Friday, the last day, I will bring you A Color of His Own. So that is what we have left. Remember, if you've missed any of our previous ones, they're all on our YouTube channel. So just go to YouTube and search Galva Arts Council, and you'll be able to pull all of the videos up. And you can watch them all summer long if you want. They're just going to be sitting there for you to use. Okay. Oh, and then the other thing is always to remind you that this is free, but if you would like to donate to the Galva Arts Council, you can go to our Facebook page and click on the donate button, or you could always send a donation to our P.O. Box, which is P.O. Box 29 in Galva, Illinois. All right, so shall we get started? So like I said, today we have one of our Galva librarians bringing us Pete the Cat and the Supercool Science Fair. All right, give me 1 second here. All right, I'm going to disappear for a second. Here we go. All right, hi everyone. This is Amy Martin, the president of the Galva Arts Council, and we're here with Sherry Wood today, one of the Galva librarians, and she has Pete the Cat and the Supercool Science Fair to read to us. All right, Sherry, take it away.
Thank you very much, Amy, and thank you for everybody that's tuning in. We have this wonderful new book here. This is called Pete the Cat and the Supercool Science Fair. It's written by Kimberly and James Dean. Pete the Cat cannot wait for Friday. His school is having a science fair. He's in his pajamas, all getting ready. He has never been a scientist, but now he can try it out. Pete's teachers tells the students they will do experiments in groups. Pete is in a group with Callie, Gus, and Squirrel. Our experiment is going to be groovy, says Pete. What shall we do? All the group getting together to decide. Let's build a mini submarine, says Callie. Or grow a giant tree, says Squirrel. Or invent an invisible guitar, says Pete. Why don't we make a volcano, asked Gus. Whoa, they all say volcanoes are awesome. The group plans the experiment at Pete's house, and his mom brings him snacks. Would any scientist like a cookie, she asked. They all raise their hands. The cookies are warm and gooey. And the scientists check the big book of experiments for materials. They need glue and water, newspaper and paint, and a plastic bottle for the volcano. Then they need vinegar and baking soda, liquid dish soap, and a secret ingredient for the lava. What could that secret ingredient be? Gus mixed the glue and water, and Squirrel and Callie tear the newspaper into strips, and they cover the plastic bottle with glue and water. It looks like a sticky white volcano. Oh no, the paint in the brown bottle is blue. What are we gonna do, asked Callie. They can't find brown paint anywhere. That's pretty cool, says Pete. Maybe it's okay that we have a blue volcano. We'll be the only group with a blue volcano, says Squirrel. here they have their volcano and it's all blue. It's kind of pretty, don't you think? Let's test the lava so we know the volcano will erupt at the science fair, Pete says. So Gus pours baking soda and liquid soap into the volcano and Callie adds the vinegar. And nothing happens at first. Then all of a sudden, a lot of lava starts coming out. Super cool, yells Callie. The team high fives each other, but the lava is still coming out. Soon it is a huge mess. See all the lava they got? Oh, Mom isn't gonna be happy, says Pete. At least the scientists are ready for the fair on Friday. When Pete and his team arrive at the fair, they see all the groovy experiments. They all look awesome. Grumpy Toad and Octopus grew rock candy in jars. And Emma and Marty made slime. We don't stand a chance, says Gus. Don't worry, we have a secret ingredient, says Pete. At the science fair, Pete's teacher loves the blue volcano. Wait till you see it erupt, Pete says. The whole class watches. Callie pours vinegar into the volcano. Oh. A second later, glitter lava gushes out and everyone cheers. The scientists cheer the loudest. Science experiments are hard work, says Pete, but being on an awesome team makes a whole lot easier. So their trophy says, coolest experiment at the science fair. So thank you very much for listening. And now it'll be time for Craft with Amy. Thank you for letting me read to you today.
Thank you so much, Sherry, for doing that. Okay. Now I'm back. Hey, look, there's two of me. Oh, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. I thought that was super cool, especially that Sherry was able to be in the library when she read it. So maybe some of my friends that have gone to the Galva Library, they maybe know the room that she was in, where all the kids' books are downstairs. And she was super excited to be able to read stories, because that's what she normally does at the library, is read stories to kids, and she's been missing it. So I'm so excited that she got to join us. Just a reminder about the library. So right now they are doing curbside pickup. So you can call them and get some books if you would like to get some books, and then just pull on up and they'll bring them out to you. Also, she said that they have, of course, now I'm going to forget what it's called, like a book library that's like outside. I know there's a fancy word for it and I just can't remember it right now. But they have one where you can just go up. It's just a little building, a little thing that they put on like a post, and you just go up and you can borrow books and put them back when you're done with them. And those don't have to be checked out. Adults and kids books, she told me. So that's very cool how the library is helping in our community. I love that. Okay, so now for our craft. So today I was a little tricky because I was like, the book was about science. How do we do a craft that's also sciencey, right? That's a little different. Okay, so let me get my screen ready here and I'll show you what we're gonna do. We got some kind of different things than what we normally have to make our craft, different supplies. So I'll show you those here in just a second. And some we've probably used before. All right, looks like we're good to go. Okay, so you need, and this might seem odd, but this is what you need a cup of water. Can you see that? It kind of really looks funky based on where the camera is angled. But that is a cup of water. Here, I'll show you over here. See, cup of water. Okay, you need a coffee filter. Okay. And you can flatten it out kind of like I've already done on mine. And you need markers. Okay, any color, whatever you want. Okay, so we're gonna start with the markers and the coffee filter. So all you're gonna do is take your markers and you're just gonna make designs on the coffee filter. Whatever you want. If you wanna draw a picture, draw a picture. If you want to make designs, make designs. So I'm the type of person, and I don't know if I don't think I've told you guys this yet, but I love polka dots. So anybody that knows me or has had me as a teacher over in the Aloud School District knows that I love polka dots. And yellow is my favorite color, which I'm seeing yellow might not be showing up as well. Now there it goes. So you see it looks a little funky at first here. I'm kind of hoping and wondering too. Hopefully I'm not. You might want to, I'm not making too much of a mess, but you might want to put something down underneath before you get started. And I'm going to just real quick, just because I don't want to make too much of a mess here. I think I'm just going to grab a plate, one of my lovely yellow plates I got hanging around, because I'm afraid that it might seep through. Okay, so I'm just going to make some polka dots all over. Like I said, you can design and draw whatever you want. It can be an actual picture. It can just be different designs, squiggles, squares, shapes, whatever you want to do. Okay, there's my yellow, and I'm going to switch. I want to have more colors here. I think I'm going to go green. So yellow is my favorite color. And I would say green is probably my second favorite. So I like yellow because I love the sun, and yellow is always like a happy color, right? And I love the sun, makes us happy. And I like green because I like trees. I think trees are really cool, especially, and I don't know if everybody else that has glasses like me, but I've always found trees interesting because when my glasses, even I'm either not wearing them or I need a new prescription because my prescription's going bad. My eyes are getting worse, as they say. There's just something really cool about putting your glasses on and seeing all the leaves that I don't see when they're not on. And it's really cool to see. I'm noticing that really if I just press lightly, it really spreads on this sky here. And you might see there's some other little ones. I don't know if you can see it, but my plate has got some marker on it, which is why I'm happy I did put a plate underneath. And it's kind of leaving some marks on here too, but that's okay. Okay, so I've got green and I've got yellow. I'm gonna do one more. I think that might be good so we can all see it. So my other one is gonna be my third favorite color, and that is blue. Now, if you can't tell, all my stuff has to do with nature and outside, right? I like blue because I love the beautiful blue skies. And I will tell you, I like to take pictures, which is why I like green. I take a lot of pictures of trees. But I have found it really tough. I haven't learned, I guess, the proper way to take pictures of the sky. It doesn't always seem to look like it looks when I'm looking at it. The picture seems different. So that's one thing I would like to get better at. You know, there's always things to learn. I'll tell you, speaking of that, people are learning new stuff all the time. I helped Sherry today learn how to do our video. And she said the same thing. She loves learning and that she learns new things every day. And it's true, we do. Okay, I think that's good enough. All right. So now what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna move my plate over just for a second. I'm gonna take my coffee filter here, okay? I'm going to fold it in half, okay? So here we go, folding it in half. There. So now it kind of looks like a taco. Now I'm gonna get hungry, right? Right, there you go. So at first maybe it was a pie, now it's a taco. Now we're gonna fold it in half again, like this. Okay, and one more time, same thing, fold in half. And I think now we've made an ice cream cone, don't you think? Good weather for ice cream as it gets warmer. Okay, so now comes in this glass of water that we were wondering about. I know it looks silly from how you're looking at it. I apologize. It's because the camera is on top of it, and so it's showing you the top part of the glass. So I know that might look odd. Maybe if I put it a little closer. Okay, so I'm going to take my coffee filter that I've folded. I'm going to hold it at the top, the very top. Okay, can you see? Let me put it here, the very top. And I'm going to dip it, not all the way, but really just a little bit of the way into the water. Just a little bit. And then I'm just going to hold it there, and I'm going to patiently wait until the whole thing gets wet. And it's going to watch as the water line starts to move up your coffee filter. And I've just put just a little bit of the tip in the water here. But yet, before we know it, this whole coffee filter is going to be wet. It's soaking up the water. So there's the science of our art today, right? I'm just patiently waiting. Now I did see an example that set it up to where you wouldn't have to hold the coffee filter the whole time, where you can make a little contraption and just clip it on. But it had some materials I figured not all my friends had. And I didn't think it'd take too crazy long to just hold it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna hold it. If your arm gets tired, maybe you just switch to the other one. Or maybe you have someone else help you hold it. Just patiently waiting. It's moving. Can you tell? Either on mine or if you're doing it at home, it's moving up. It moved kind of fast at first, but I think it's going a little slower now. But we're getting there. I've kind of got an interesting, it kind of came up the side real quick over here. You see that? Quicker than over here. I guess that's a science question for you. Why do you think it came up this way faster than it did any other part? I don't know. That's something to think about. Maybe it's based on how I'm holding it. Maybe if I held it differently, it would have done it differently. Maybe I angled it when I put it in instead of keeping it straight. I'm not sure. It keeps going. Oh, it's getting there. Look at that. I don't know how entertaining this is, but hopefully you're enjoying it. Watching water creep up a coffee filter. We're getting there. So hopefully you're noticing as you're looking at it that your marker, that you're seeing the design or the picture or whatever it is you drew on there is changing. Can you see that it's changing? The water has done something to the marker to make it change. Well, these are washable markers. You think that has something to do with it, maybe? Do you think if you used a permanent marker, would it do the same thing? Or would it be different? I don't know. Do you think if you use different colors? So I used blue and green and yellow. If you use different colors, would it look different? Would it move differently on the coffee filter? Is that maybe why it's soaking up so much faster on one side than the other? Because of the color? I don't know. See, that's the cool thing with science is there's all these questions that you can ask. And then you can try the experiment, because that's pretty much what this is, an experiment, over and over and over again to see if you get different results. And then try to figure out, well, why did I get different results? What did I do differently that caused the different result? Oh, just because I am a teacher and it just popped into my brain, I have to throw this out, especially for my older kids. It's cause and effect, right? Okay, anybody doing reading at school talked about cause and effect. Something happened, and because that something happened, now something else is happening, cause and effect. Look, we're getting real close. It's getting pretty close to my thumb now. I'm gonna kind of move it here a little bit. And I'm about ready to open this up, I want to say. We're getting real close. What do you think is going to happen when we open it up? What is it going to look like? Is it going to be different? Are those polka dots still going to be there, or now are they going to be something else? I mean, just looking at it already, I'm going to kind of angle this so you can see it. Well, no, I don't think those polka dots are still there. Doesn't it look like it's kind of made lines now, maybe? Like the marker, the color has dripped. Now, oddly enough, I'm noticing something interesting where my thumb was at right there. I feel like the water is definitely coming to it because now look, can you see that? It's a little different. Maybe I can show you the other side. My thumb was right there and it wasn't blue before, but it is now. That's because it's almost completely covered the coffee filter. I can feel it's wet there now. I've got just this little bit that's not. It's itty bitty bit. Wait just a second here. I know, I think this is kind of cool, don't you? It's definitely looking different. You know what's kind of making me think of? Like tie-dye. I don't know if you guys have ever done tie-dye. I know some of my Galva people, maybe up at our concert series last summer and the year before, maybe you tie-dyed a shirt. And so that's kind of what it's making me think of. Ooh, I think we're pretty much there. I think we pretty much are. I think I'm going to call it good because we're pretty much there. So I'm going to do just a little shake. I'm just kind of shaking it here a little bit. Now I put on the directions that you might have wanted a paper towel or a couple paper towels or a towel to use. Just because I have this plate here, I'm just gonna go ahead and use the plate. A plate would be fine too. You basically just need something that you can now open this wet. We do it very gently because since it is wet, it could rip easily. Okay, so we're just gonna open up this coffee filter. Oh, real gentle here. All right. Oh, look at that. There. And now you just need to let it dry and you're gonna have a totally different thing. Now, because I'm putting this, since this plate is here is a yellow plate, it might be hard for you to see the yellow marker, but I see my blue, my green, and my yellow marker on here. And so I'm just gonna let it dry, okay? And then when it's all dry, you could even maybe hang it from, like if you have a clothes line or something, you could hang it. I'm just trying to show you. Let me, real care here. It's not too crazy wet. Let's see if I can show you it like this. Can you see the yellow now? Okay, so there's yellow and green and blue, and it all on mine, it all went like out, didn't it? Yeah. And like I said, it looks kind of tie-dye. Okay, very cool. So if you do this experiment and you get it all nice and dry, what you could do, depending on where you're watching us from, but if you're either watching us on our Facebook page or if you're watching this on our YouTube page, maybe in the comments, you could post a picture of what your cool creation looked like so that we could see what some other ones might look like based on what they drew. Okay? All right. Well, I think that's it for today. So I hope you enjoyed Pete the Cat in the super cool science fair. Don't forget to check out the Galva Library and get some books. And once again, I hope you enjoyed our cool little sciencey craft today. And don't forget, tomorrow we have Chicka Chicka Boom Boom, right? Chicka Chicka Boom Boom with Stephanie Taylor. And then our very last one on Friday is with me reading A Color of His Own. Thanks for joining us, guys, and have a great afternoon. Bye.